Let me quickly compare and contrast two US Bank credit cards. So we have the Visa Platinum and the Altitude Reserve Visa Infinite. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Suda Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to compare and contrast two US Bank credit cards. So we have the Visa Platinum and we have the Altitude Reserve Visa Infinite. It's important that you first need to understand that in order to choose the best US Bank credit card, there are a few steps you need to follow. First, please check your credit score. The bank is not really, they are flexible when it comes to giving credit cards to applicants, but you need to check your credit score. Make sure that everything is accurate. You want to check your score at the three bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And again, make sure that there is no derogatory items. There is no fraudulent activity. It's important to also make sure that the score that you have is consistent across all three credit bureaus. You also want to pick the type of credit card that fits you best. You have to understand credit card, that with US Bank you have a constellation of credit cards, and make sure that you choose the one that aligns with your spending patterns, that aligns with the financial situation of your family, of your household, that aligns with your own financial situations. If, for example, if you are a traveler, or you're looking for rewards, or you're looking for cash back, all that kind of stuff. And you also want to pick the card that offers the best value. Very important, okay? Because at the end of the day, you can use a credit card to build wealth. Yes, money. You can use a credit card to actually build wealth if you use it strategically, okay? So you want to think about the lowest interest you can get. If you are able to get a 0% APR credit card, that's even better, okay? Think about the length of the introductory 0% offer. No credit card from US Bank will, some credit cards rather from US Bank will offer 0% interest for 15 months or 18 months if you're lucky. And in some cases, 21 months. It's all about your financial situation. It's all about your financial responsibility, how you have used credit in the past, and your credit score. Okay, and when you think about the rewards credit cards, you also want to think about the type of rewards you're looking for. For us, when we do research about credit cards in general and the US Bank's credit cards in particular, we pay attention to three things: the rewards, the cashback, and the perks that you are looking for. You also need to familiarize yourself with interest rates and fees, because when it comes to US Bank is pretty, they are pretty decent in terms of the fees they charge their card holders. But it's important to understand the fees that that actually are related to your particular credit card. Let me just explain. So when we think about fees, we are thinking about the interest rate, of course. It's not a fee, but it's more like on the interest rate. But when you think about the APR, then you have to think about the interest rate on the card, but also the constellation of fees that come with the card. For instance, you have the annual fee, the balance transfer fee, the late payment fee, right? Very important. The cash advance fee, and the foreign transaction fee. So it's important to actually take those fees into account when you consider applying for a credit card with US Bank. And if you want to apply for a credit card with US Bank, you can apply at a branch. You can apply online. Okay, if you want to apply online, you just log into your account, and you will see, once you are on your dashboard, you will see a sign that says apply for a new credit card. You can also apply for a card through your mobile app. They do have US Bank has a mobile app, and whether you use iPhones or Android devices, you can still apply for a credit card, not a problem. And online, it's very easy. You got to go to your account, of course. You have to select shop, select credit cards, and you select the desired credit card and you choose apply. And it's important to understand that it's a lot easier and faster if you're able to visit a branch, talk to a credit card rep, have a conversation, you explain your situation, the kind of cards you're looking for. It's a lot easier and a lot faster. Now, everybody doesn't live next to a US Bank branch, so I get that. But I would just want to tell you, if you have to choose between applying at a branch, applying online, and applying over the phone, we believe that applying at a branch is a lot better. Before I get into the actual nitty-gritty, please check out this video. It talks to you about our credit card evaluation approach. We do have a rigorous method on this show when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and reviewing credit cards. Check this out. Let me talk to you first about the US Bank Visa Platinum. That's the card on the screen right now. And when you think about this card, I want you to think about a very long intro APR. This is just great, fantastic. There is no rewards, okay? There are no rewards. The annual fee is $0. The regular APR ranges from 14.49% to 24.49% variable. And the credit score recommended for this card is 670 to 850. However, if you have 550 plus, that's the minimum FICO score. If you have that and you have a strong MPR with US Bank, you could qualify. If you have a strong relationship with the bank, okay? And what we love here is that this card is a prime choice if you need as much breathing room as possible while paying off your balance and upcoming expenses. Okay, it's really good because you're thinking about 15 months, 18 months, and in some cases 20 months. Okay, this is really good. And one thing that I want to see here is that the card is designed for balance transfers. That's for sure. But you need to think about the fees. You need to think about the rewards that you're looking for. Okay, let's look at the pros and cons of the US Bank Visa Platinum. The pros: you have one of the longest 0% intro APR periods available on both purchases and balance transfers. You have 20 billing cycles, that's the maximum. Ongoing 14.50 to 24.50%. That's the APR variable. And they have a solid cell phone protection by paying if you pay your cell phone protection, your cell phone bill rather, with this card, you have a solid cell phone protection. What about the cons? No rewards programs or rewards-based sign-up. Okay, this is really, and you have a 3% balance transfer fee, $5 minimum, and $5 minimum, and balance transfers must be within the first 60 days. So you have a time limit here, and you also have a 3% foreign transaction fee. Okay, so credit card. Is this really a good deal? You have to think about it. I mean, and one thing we want to see here is that there is a current intro APR offer for 20 billing cycles. You might be thinking this is great, yes. But what about the 3% balance transfer fee? That's a lot. And you're paying this upfront. You're not paying this like after 20 billing cycles, you're paying this upfront. So you need to account for that if you want to sign up for this credit card, okay? There are other cardholder perks that I want to mention. So we are still reviewing here the US Bank Visa Platinum, and one thing you need to understand is you have cell phone protection. So by paying your cell phone bill each month with your card, the associated phones on it are covered for up to $600 per eligible damage or loss claim, minus a $25 out-of-pocket deductible. So you may be reimbursed or receive equivalent replacement phones from 2 possible claims each year for up to $1,200 in annual coverage. And in terms of so you have that, and you also have the lengthy, the 20 billing cycles when it comes to the perks. And there is a variety of other benefits that come up with this card. especially if we were talking about a Visa credit card. And one thing I want to say here is that the US Bank Visa Platinum compares very well to other balance transfer cards. I mean, I would say reasonably. Let's look at the US Bank Visa Platinum versus Wells Fargo Reflect card. So, as the only credit card from a major issuer to deliver a longer intro APR on both purchases and balance transfers than the US Bank Visa Platinum, the Wells Fargo Reflect card seems like a no-brainer initially. Both cards offer a 3% balance transfer fee with a $5 minimum. The Reflect cards increases to 5% and disqualifies transfers for the intro APR after the first 4 months. Okay, and the Reflect card also offers the same level of cell phone protection without many other benefits. So the comparison really comes down to the intro APR. And so this is something you have to think about. And you also have with the Reflect, you have 12.99% to 23.99% variable afterwards. Let's compare this card, the US Bank Visa Platinum, to the Citi Double Cash card. With the Citi Double Cash card, you have a balance transfer APR for 18 months, but you would actually come out ahead thanks to the card's unlimited, up to 2% cash back on all purchases. So with the Citi Double Cash card, you have 1% back when you buy, plus another percent when you actually pay. So spending $300 in groceries per month, for instance, will earn you $126 cash back by the end of 21 months, enough to cover your balance transfer fee and put $36 extra in your pocket. So those are things you need to think about. And at the end of the day, whether the card is worth it for you, it depends on your financial situation. It depends on your family situation. It depends on whether you have debts you want to transfer by using this card. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are actually comparing and contrasting the US Bank Visa Platinum and the US Bank Altitude Reserve Visa Infinite. And let's just review this card here. So there is an annual fee of $400 with this card. There's no intro offer. The rewards rate is non-applicable, and the regular APR 16.24% variable. And the recommended credit score here is excellent, 740 to 850. But if you have a FICO of 620 or 610 minimum with a strong multi-product relationship with the US Bank, you could qualify for this card. One thing I want to say here is that this is a card that actually competes in the luxury card category by offering a string of elite benefits as well as an exclusive custom engraved metal card, okay? And the 50,000 points welcome offer, there's an offer of 50,000 points offers and additional layers of interest to the card, okay? And there is a strong focus on mobile wallet apps too, and linking the card to these apps could earn cardholders 3x points per dollar. But honestly, the US Bank Altitude Reserve is like a short kid who wants to make it in the NBA, really, when you think about it. Although the card has some great attributes, it is not a slam dunk compared to the competition. Honestly, and again, this is based on our research. We have researched this extensively. So when you think about the stats, the card earns an impressive 5 points per dollar spent on prepaid hotels and rental cars booked directly through the US Bank Travel Center, and 3 points per dollar on purchases made using an eligible mobile wallet. This could be Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, Google Pay, and LG Pay. And on eligible travel expenses, US Bank defines eligible travel expenses as airlines, hotels, car rentals, taxi cabs, limousine, passenger trains, and cruise line companies. All other spending earns 1 point per dollar. Okay, but there are cards that offer a better reward scheme. Big decision time. Are you interested in the card? This could be a game changer, right? It depends on your situation. What are the pros and cons here? The pros: you have slightly lower annual fee compared to other cards in this category, decent APR, and a valuable annual travel credit that, if used properly, effectively brings the cost of the card down to about $100. Okay, and the cons: Only 4 complimentary visits to airport lounges in the Priority Pass network. The card is only available to U.S. Bank clients. Okay, so U.S. Bank Altitude and U.S. the Reserve and the Altitude Go, they will actually deny your applications if you have no relationship with the bank, and points can only be redeemed for statement credits. So something to think about. And I want to talk to you quickly about some cardholder benefits that you need to think about. So basically, the U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve credit card has many competitive benefits you will find with other premium travel credit cards, making it an underrated player in the space. Again, this is based on our view. Okay, the rewards. Earning rewards with the U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve credit card is straightforward, especially for cardholders who make use of mobile payment apps and travel. So this is something that you need to think about. You earn 3x points on your eligible purchases if you use mobile apps, okay? And you have annual credit. Again, cardholders receive an annual $325 credit to offset eligible travel purchases. So things to think about. You have complimentary lounge access and Wi-Fi. You have TSA pre-check or global entry. You have special treatment, okay? You have no foreign transaction fees. You have added protection. So this is really good. And what about the money? Well, the rates and fees. So the annual fee of the card is $400, which again is a bit lower. I've said this before, but it is really lower when you compare it to a Chase credit cards that goes for $595 or more. But the card is a bit lower, okay? But the card also carries a charge of $75 for each additional card issued. So if you're looking for a U.S. Bank credit card without a high annual rate, you want to consider the U.S. Bank Altitude Go Visa Signature Card, which has no annual fee. We have covered this card on another show. And one thing you need to understand is when you compare this card to other luxury credit cards like the Chase Sapphire Reserve or the City Prestige credit card, really this card, the U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve, is a little pales in comparison to those other cards, okay? All 3 cards offer great bonus points through both City and Chase have transferable points that can help you get even more value out of your sign-up bonus. And you need to understand that this is a card that from U.S. Bank, they need to actually continue to innovate. They need to continue improving it if they want to get to the same level that the Chase Sapphire Reserve and the City Prestige credit card currently have. Okay, so this is again our opinion here. We believe there's a lot more work to be done. Okay, let's have a decision here. Which one do you have to choose? So we have the U.S. Bank Visa Platinum and the U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve. So this is big decision time here, big decision time. The choice that you make depends on your situation. I've said this before, but it's very important. And the U.S. Bank Visa Platinum is really good if you are trying to pay off your balance. If you have a large balance, a large debt that you're trying to pay off, or you want to benefit from a good APR, you want to reduce interest fees, then you want to go for the U.S. Bank Visa Platinum. And we love the fact that you really need to think about if you worry about cell phone protection. Let's say you have a cell phone that costs about $1,000, okay, and you're worried about the phone to device. This is a great card to go for, because if you pay your bills using the card, you are getting protection up to $600 a year. Obviously, don't forget the $25 deductible that you have to pay if you report a claim, okay? And what about the Altitude Reserve? Well, it depends again. If you are a traveler, if you love traveling and you want to reap some benefits from the card, go for it. The only thing is, we have said this before and throughout this show, the U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve is really an underdog in the luxury category. And thanks to the stellar rewards that they have and a reasonable annual fee, its shortcomings are forgivable. And if you are a U.S. Bank client and you want to give this card a try, then go ahead and do it. At the end of the day, before choosing any U.S. Bank credit card, please check your credit score, because that will make a difference, because they are going to do a hard pull on you. So you better have an idea of what's in your credit score and what your score is in any of the 3 credit bureaus because those cards might change. So you want to look for what's going on with TransUnion, what's going on with Experian, and what's going on with Equifax. Okay, this will help you a lot, save some money down the road. And you basically, if you're not interested in the U.S. Bank in either card, please wait or choose another card. The great thing is that U.S. Bank has a constellation of credit cards, and you can actually choose another card that has better offers. For example, I was telling you earlier that the Altitude Go carries no annual fee, so maybe it's just a lot better to go with the Altitude Go than go with the Altitude Reserve that charges $400 in annual fee. So those are things you need to think about. All right, after analyzing those two credit cards, our pick into this conversation is US Bank Visa Platinum. And we have scored this card 9.5 over 10 and the US Bank Altitude Reserve 7 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I'll speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.